Welcome to PA Timber Gifts, another lovely Saturday morning. Currently I'm standing on the Enola Low Grade Trail at Quarryville. The Enola Low Grade Trail is 29 miles long and it goes from Ackland to Conestoga. Getting an early start today. It's about 5:30 a.m. and you can hear all the farm animals in the background waking up. The highway behind me is starting to get very busy. It's very beautiful here. Let's turn around. There's a bridge there that goes to Quarryville. And the opposite direction is Ackland. Very flat trail. Did some research on the Enola Low Grade Trail, and more cubic yards of earth were moved than the Panama Canal. For 29 miles, that's quite a feat. There are two old train trestles at the other end, and I don't know if I'll get to them today or not. But today I'm going to ride half the trail. Got the sweet ride over there. And let's get on the bike and start cruising down the trail. Enjoy some country sounds and some beautiful scenery along the way. Thanks for coming along today. Thanks for watching PA Timber Gifts. As always, hit that subscribe button before we get started. Give me a like, it really helps the channel. And let's get on the bike and start cruising down the Enola Low Grade Trail. There's our first overpass. Under one bridge and one overpass so far. Well, the birds are waking up. Lots of farm sounds. I can hear a peacock wailing in the distance, but I can't quite figure out where exactly he is. I want to try to get that on video so you can hear that cool sound. You make a very high-pitched sound. Lots of roosters crowing in the morning. You can definitely tell that I'm in farm country here. It's fairly flat, so this should be a fairly easy ride today. See how many miles we can rack up today. It's a very easy grade to ride. Got the trail to myself due to my early start. My tires hit the bike trail at 5:30 a.m. I got up at 2:30. I can hear a dog over there in the distance. Another cool overpass here. This one's fairly new too. This has a concrete base. I have another rider coming up behind me. So I have a little company on the trail. I'm not the only one here trying to get the early bike ride. Let's look over the side here. Pretty cool looking here. Quarryville is at the other end there. And you can see the water tank over by the retirement home there. There's a look out the other side. Everybody's starting to wake up. It's a little chilly. Let's stroll back down here and continue down the trail. It's very beautiful here. Morning. Very beautiful here, looking over the bridge. Traffic's starting to pick up. Take a look over the side here. Got some beautiful stonework on the side here. Everything here is brand new. Here's the second rider of the day. I'll probably catch up to him eventually. Alright, let's hop back on the bike here and keep rolling down the bike trail. Here's our bike workstation. Need some air for your tires. There's some air. I'm going to guess it has a foot pump on the side. Lots of tools in case you got to tighten anything up. There's a wrench to take your tire off in case you got to change a tube or fix a hole. What's on this side here? Over on this side here, we got some sockets in case you got to do some other adjustments. Here's our bike repair center. That's good to know if I need air in my tires or anything comes loose. That's very helpful. There's another road crossing here. Very beautiful in here. Definitely starting to warm up. There's a nice rack there in case you want to stand your bike up. You can put your tire in that slot. It won't fall over. Take a break here. Let's do a quick pan around here. Very nice parking lot. Got some landscaping. Nice beautiful field over there. There's another road crossing. Alright, let's keep rolling. This is definitely a flat trail. Coming out of Quarryville there, I think I was at about a 2% grade, and right now it's completely flat. Here's another beautiful overlook. I see a few hot air balloons over on the horizon there. There's 2 hot air balloons over there. It's very beautiful in here. There's some cows having a morning breakfast under the trees. Everything in here is so lush and green. Just pan around here. Look at my back trail. It's fairly flat now. Coming out of Quarryville, had about a 2% grade coming down, and it's very cool looking in here. If you look at the other side of the road here, there's a driveway going down there. It's a pretty fearsome driveway. Starting to feel like a human being again. The layers of civilization are peeling off. And the sound of nature is so very relaxing. Alright, let's keep rolling down the trail. This deer tiptoeing across the road. See how close we can get to it. He looks pretty small. He isn't even out here yet. There he is. Ah, there's a couple deer. I see 2. He run back down over the bank. They're pretty high up here. Alright, there they go. Down over the bank. Still cruising along here. That's our first wildlife sighting. 2 small doe right there. I can still see my breath. It's very cold this morning. There we go. Straighten my camera up here. That's a little better. That's better. We're going to take a little break here. It's very chilly riding the bike. Saw 2 doe there, and currently we're about 70 foot above the roadway. So those 2 deer had to climb up the side of the berm like this. It's almost straight up. They didn't know I was there until I was on top of them. It is very cold this morning. My feet are very chilly. I don't have enough clothes. I underestimated how cold it is riding on the bike. So I'm a little unprepared today. Stop here and get a little bit of refreshment. I think I should be able to make it down to both trestles at the other end. Gatorade Superman fuel with extra electrolytes. You know, let my feet and legs warm up here a little bit. Delicious. Very beautiful back here. Not much to look at. The trail's fairly flat. I passed mile marker 14 so far, so I've done about 5 miles. All right, let's change up the battery in the GoPro, and I'll warm up here a little bit in the sun before we get going again. Another beautiful bridge. This one seems kind of shaky. It kind of pops and cracks as you ride over it. Not sure where I'm at now. Down past Quarryville somewhere. There's a nice stream flowing out of that pipe there. Pop the camera up here. Hopefully this isn't bouncing. There's another bamboo patch. I've passed quite a few of them today. Let's take a look at the other side here. Very cool. Very cool. This bridge is kind of shaky. It's making weird noises. See if we can figure out where we're at here. Here's Safe Harbor. Chestnut Grove. Turkey Hill. There's a Turkey Hill plant up here. So we should be up here. Quarryville Barrel. I'm going to guess we're right here. So we'll be down to Mardick Forge here in about 2 miles. Mardick Forge trestle. Back for a second look. This time we're on the bike. Just going to cruise across here to come back and then enjoy the view. Sweet. Stop and take a little break here. Check out the Garmin. Let's see how many miles we rode. Click down the trip info. Let's see what we got here. Let's take the Garmin off my pack. Make it a little easier to look at here. Not sure what that was. Click on trip info. Trip distance 10.5 miles. The next trestle will be Safe Harbor, and really looking forward to that. Alright, nothing like a Garmin. It doesn't really match up with the markers on the trail because I got on at a different point. I did not come down from Ackland, I got on at Quarryville. So far I have 10.5 miles. I'll take a little break here. Try to get some traffic on the trail. Got some food in here somewhere. Another Medex bar. These are so good. Vanilla caramel churro. Still have a few of these left. These came from Amazon. These are about 500 calories. Lots of vitamins in there. Keep it going on a long ride like this. Alright, I'll turn the camera off here and take a break. We'll be right back. Manor Township, we're at the Safe Harbor trestle. This is probably the highest one so far. This one looked really cool from down below the last time I was up here. Let's check out the view here. This looks really cool. Beautiful. This is awesome. Got some American flags up for Memorial Day. Morning. It's very beautiful. This is Safe Harbor Dam. Not a lot of people here today. Only a few bikers. There's Safe Harbor Dam at the bottom. You can fish off the pier. There's quite a few people down there fishing. Looks like they're fishing on both sides. Right there's a cedar waxwing. can see his yellow tail. It's very beautiful. He must have a nest there somewhere. And there's a hummingbird. And if you can see the hummingbird, there he goes. He flew the other way. Here comes a boat up the river. It's very beautiful in here. The last video for Enola Low Grade Trail, this area was still closed. But now we have a nice concrete deck on there. You can see how it goes all the way around. Lots of wildlife in here. Lots of birds. Safe Harbor Bridge, 1905. Safe Harbor Trestle was constructed in 1905. The rail line was built to a grade not to exceed 1% and curves were no greater than 2%. The bridge is 1,500 feet long, made up of 27 spans, with the longest span of 300 feet truss span over the Conestoga River. Pennsylvania Steel Company of Steelton fabricated all the steelwork. Masonry bridge measures 25,000 cubic yards. The two main masonry abutments on either side of the river are 105 feet tall. That's some serious stonework there. You don't see anything like that anymore. Everything now is poured concrete. It looks pretty cool down there. We'll have to go down there and check that out one of these days. There's a pavilion on the other side. We'll go check out some of the signage on this side. Starting to warm up finally. Check out our watch box here. Make sure no rocks fell on the railroad tracks. It's a really pretty cool little office. Go in? Nope. Can't go in there. You take a peek in there. Got a bucket of coal, tiny stove, some coffee, a coffee cup up there, and somebody's jacket. Little frying pan. Definitely would be a cool office. Definitely been a long ride for me today. I've ridden 14 miles so far down from Quarryville. I hear some sirens going off. It means the water's going to come up. Let's go take a look here over the side. You can see we're starting to bubble under there. Looks like they opened two gates. There's two cranes out on the other side of the dam. That's how they let the water go around the dam. They pull the gates up and let the water out. Water comes up very quickly. If you're downstream from that, it can come up in a matter of seconds. It can be 10 or 12 feet high from where you were standing. You can see the volume picking up down there. Starting to get a little warmer in here. Starting to get a little busier too. Lots of people coming and going. There's a glass block in the bottom of the trestle here. You can see all the way down. Not quite as high as Arctic Ford's trestle, but still you can see to the bottom. Got some you got some traction beads here. I'm not sure what this is, so this keeps you from slipping and falling. Unlike the glass block at Kinzua where I slipped and fell in the snow, theirs were completely smooth. Let's right across the trestle here a little bit to the other side, see if we can get a better view. There's another shot of Safe Harbor Dam. The last train The last train that came by was full of empty coal cars, so there must be a power plant at the other end of the train tracks here somewhere. There's a different angle looking at the iron underneath of the trestle. So cool in here. If you've never been here, come down to Safe Harbor, park in the parking lot, and you can walk up the trail on the side. Wildlife count for the day: 9 deer. One nice gobbler went across the trail up there. I couldn't get any closer. He was gone before I got down there. The third deer I saw was a young buck, and he came bolting out of nowhere. He almost knocked me off my bike, but fortunately I got stopped in time. That would be kind of hard to explain, laying in the hospital saying you got ran over by a deer riding down the Enola Low Grade trail. He came out of nowhere. It scared the heck out of me. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thanks for coming along. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Had a lot of fun today. If you like this video, give me a like. Hit that subscribe button to help my channel grow. And as always, thanks for coming along today, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost.